Welcome back. Today we learn about the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and hope. Improve your English listening skills while discovering its history, construction, and meaning. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The story of the Statue of Liberty. Part 1. The history of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous monuments in the world. It is located in New York Harbor, near New York City, in the United States. The statue is a symbol of freedom, democracy, and hope. Millions of people visit it every year. The history of the Statue of Liberty shows how countries can work together and how art and engineering can create something extraordinary. The idea of the statue began in France. In 1865, a French man named Edward René de Laboulaye suggested giving a gift to the United States. He wanted to celebrate the friendship between France and the United States and to honor the 100th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, which was in 1776. The statue would represent freedom and democracy. Laboulaye worked with a French sculptor named Frédéric-Auguste Bartholdi to design it. Bartholdi was responsible for creating the artistic shape of the statue, including its face, body, and the torch it holds. The Statue of Liberty was not built quickly. It was a large and complicated project. Bartholdi and his team needed to plan everything carefully. The statue is very tall. From the base to the tip of the torch, it is about 93 meters, 305 feet, high. This made it one of the tallest statues in the world at that time. The statue is made of copper, and the metal was hammered into thin sheets to create the shape of the figure. Engineers had to design a strong internal structure to hold the heavy copper sheets. A French engineer named Gustave Eiffel, who later designed the Eiffel Tower, helped with this part of the project. In France, the statue was built in pieces. The head, arms, legs, and other sections were made separately. Workers used wooden models to check the size and shape. Once all parts were ready, they were sent to the United States. The statue was shipped in 350 individual pieces packed in 214 crates. Shipping such large and delicate parts across the ocean was a challenge. Many people in both countries were excited and followed the progress closely. The statue became a symbol of cooperation and friendship between France and the United States. The pedestal for the statue was built in the United States. The pedestal is the base where the statue stands. It was designed by an American architect named Richard Morris Hunt. Fundraising for the pedestal was difficult. People in the United States had to raise money to build it. Newspapers, clubs, and ordinary citizens contributed. Children even donated small amounts of money. Finally, the pedestal was completed, and the statue was ready to be assembled. On October 28, 1886, the Statue of Liberty was officially dedicated. Many people attended the ceremony. The French gift was a great success, and the statue became a powerful symbol. It was called Liberty Enlightening the World. Over time, it became a symbol for immigrants coming to the United States. People arriving by ship could see the statue from the harbor and feel hope for a new life. The Statue of Liberty represented freedom, opportunity, and democracy to millions of people around the world. The Statue of Liberty also had an important role in education and culture. It inspired artists, writers, and leaders. Schools used it as an example of cooperation between countries and the importance of freedom. Newspapers and books wrote about the statue's meaning and beauty. It became a symbol not only for Americans but also for people everywhere who dreamed of freedom and a better life. Today, the history of the Statue of Liberty helps us understand how a work of art can represent ideas and values. It shows the importance of friendship between nations, careful planning, and dedication. The statue is more than a piece of metal. It is a monument to hope, courage, and the human spirit. Studying its history teaches us about engineering, art, politics, and society in the 19th century. The Statue of Liberty remains a lasting symbol that continues to inspire people around the world. Part 2: How the Statue of Liberty was built. Building the Statue of Liberty was a very big and difficult task. The statue is made of copper, and it is very tall. From the bottom of the pedestal to the top of the torch, it measures about 93 meters, or 305 feet. At the time, this was one of the tallest statues in the world. Making such a large statue required careful planning, skill, and teamwork. The builders had to solve problems with both art and engineering. The design of the statue was done by Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, a French sculptor. He imagined a large woman holding a torch in one hand and a tablet in the other. The tablet has the date of the Declaration of Independence, July 4, 1776. Bartholdi created models of the statue in different sizes. The first model was small, and later, he made larger versions to test the shapes and details. Sculptors used clay, plaster, and wood to make the models. This process allowed them to plan every detail before starting the large copper construction. The copper sheets of the statue were very thin, only about 2.4 millimeters thick. Workers hammered the copper into the correct shapes and used special techniques to make the pieces fit together. The copper alone was not strong enough to hold the statue. A steel structure was necessary inside. Gustave Eiffel, the engineer who later designed the Eiffel Tower, helped create the internal frame. Eiffel's frame allowed the statue to stay stable even during strong winds and storms. It was a very clever design for that time. Building the statue in France took many years. Workers made different parts separately, including the head, arms, legs, and body. Each part had to be very accurate. After finishing, the pieces were carefully packed into crates. The statue was shipped to the United States in 1885. Shipping such large and delicate pieces across the ocean was a challenge. Special ships carried the 214 crates safely. People in New York were excited to see the statue arrive, and newspapers reported on it widely. Meanwhile, the pedestal had to be built in New York. The pedestal is the base on which the statue stands. Richard Morris Hunt, an American architect, designed it. Building the pedestal was also difficult. Workers used concrete, stone, and steel to make a strong foundation. The pedestal needed to be tall and stable to support the heavy statue. Fundraising for the pedestal took time. People in the United States, including children and ordinary citizens, gave money to help build it. Newspapers organized campaigns to collect donations. Once the pedestal was ready, workers began assembling the statue. They used cranes, ropes, and scaffolding to lift the pieces. The copper sections were placed on the steel frame one by one. Workers had to be very careful because mistakes could be dangerous. The assembly took several months. Each part was checked for accuracy. When the final pieces were in place, the Statue of Liberty was complete. The torch was one of the last parts to be installed. It is a symbol of light and freedom. The flame is covered with gold leaf to make it shine in sunlight. The torch had to be lifted carefully to the top of the statue. Today, visitors see the torch from far away, and it is one of the most important symbols of the statue. After the assembly, the statue was inspected and cleaned. The French and American teams worked together to make sure everything was perfect. Finally, on October 28, 1886, the Statue of Liberty was officially dedicated. The dedication ceremony was a major event. Thousands of people attended. There were speeches, music, and celebrations. The statue was now a symbol of freedom, democracy, and friendship between France and the United States. In conclusion, building the Statue of Liberty required art, engineering, and teamwork. Workers in France and the United States cooperated to complete this remarkable project. Sculptors, engineers, laborers, and citizens all played a role. Today, the statue still stands as a testament to human skill, creativity, and determination. Learning how it was built helps us understand the hard work and planning needed to create something that lasts for more than a century. Part 3. The meaning and symbolism of liberty. The Statue of Liberty is more than just a large statue. It is a symbol of freedom, hope, and democracy. People all over the world recognize it as a representation of liberty. Understanding its meaning helps us see why it is so important and why millions of visitors admire it every year. The statue was given by France to the United States in 1886. It was a gift to celebrate the friendship between the two countries. It also celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence, signed in 1776, is a document that explained the rights of people to be free and to govern themselves. The Statue of Liberty represents these ideas of freedom, equality, and democracy. Its official name is Liberty Enlightening the World, which shows its purpose: to bring light and hope to people. The torch in the statue's right hand is a very important symbol. The torch represents light, guidance, and freedom. Light shows the way and helps people find a better future. For immigrants arriving in the United States, the torch was a symbol of hope. People could see it from the harbor and feel that a new life, full of opportunity, awaited them. The torch inspires people to seek liberty and justice. The statue holds a tablet in its left hand. On this tablet is written the date, July 4, 1776. This is the date of the United States Declaration of Independence. The tablet represents law, knowledge, and order. It shows that freedom is not only about independence but also about rules, fairness, and respect for rights. The statue teaches that freedom and law go together. The crown of the statue has 7 spikes. These spikes represent the 7 continents and the 7 seas. This shows that liberty is a universal idea, not only for one country. It reminds people that freedom is important for everyone in the world. The crown also has windows, which allow light to shine inside. This symbolizes hope, vision, and enlightenment. The broken chains at the statue's feet are another important symbol. They represent the end of oppression and slavery. They show that people can be free from fear and injustice. The chains teach an important lesson: freedom is valuable and must be protected. The statue reminds visitors that liberty is something to respect and cherish. The Statue of Liberty also became a symbol for immigrants. From the late 19th century to the early 20th century, millions of immigrants arrived in New York by ship. For them, the statue was the first thing they saw when entering the United States. It represented opportunity, safety, and a new life. Families and children saw the statue and felt hope. The statue encouraged them to dream and work for a better future. Artists, writers, and leaders also use the Statue of Liberty as a symbol. It appears in books, paintings, movies, and speeches. People use it to represent human rights, democracy, and courage. Its image reminds us that freedom is a universal value and inspires people to defend it. The meaning of the statue is also educational. Schools teach students about liberty, democracy, and human rights using the statue as an example. It is a visual symbol of ideas that can be difficult to explain with words. It helps young people understand history and the values of society. The statue shows that symbols can teach, inspire, and guide people. Over time, the Statue of Liberty has inspired many nations. Countries that want freedom often use the statue as a model for hope. Its image has been used in campaigns for human rights and equality. It reminds us that liberty is not just a word, but a principle to live by. The statue encourages people to work for justice, equality, and freedom in their own communities. In conclusion, the Statue of Liberty is a powerful symbol. It represents freedom, hope, democracy, law, and opportunity. Its torch, tablet, crown, and chains all have special meanings. The statue is more than metal and stone. It is an idea that continues to inspire millions of people around the world. Learning its symbolism helps us understand history, human rights, and the value of liberty for everyone. Part 4. The Statue of Liberty Today and its importance. Today, the Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. It is located on Liberty Island, near New York City, and it is visited by millions of people every year. Tourists come to see its large statue, climb its pedestal, and learn about its history and meaning. The statue is a symbol not only for the United States but also for freedom and democracy around the world. The statue is managed by the National Park Service, a United States government organization that protects historic sites. Visitors can take ferries from New York or New Jersey to Liberty Island. On the island, there is a visitor center with exhibitions about the history of the statue, the people who built it, and its importance over time. Visitors can see models, photographs, and information about how the statue was constructed. The center also teaches about the ideals of liberty, democracy, and human rights. Tourists can climb the pedestal to see the statue up close and enjoy the view of New York Harbor. Some people also climb to the crown, although the number of visitors is limited for safety reasons. Standing inside the statue or looking at it from outside, people feel the power and meaning of its design. The torch, the crown, and the tablet all remind visitors of freedom and opportunity. Seeing the statue is not only an experience of history but also a lesson about values that are important in every society. The Statue of Liberty remains a symbol for immigrants. In the past, immigrants arriving at Ellis Island could see the statue from their ships. It represented hope and a new life in America. Today, the statue still inspires people who come from different countries to start new opportunities. It reminds us that the United States was built by people who believed in freedom and wanted a better life. The statue continues to symbolize courage, hope, and dreams. The statue is also used for education and culture. Schools, universities, and museums teach students about the history and symbolism of the statue. Teachers use it to explain the ideas of democracy, human rights, and international friendship. Students can learn how art, engineering, and history are connected. By studying the statue, young people understand the importance of freedom and why it must be protected. In addition to its educational value, the Statue of Liberty has great cultural importance. It appears in films, books, paintings, and music. Artists use its image to represent freedom and hope. Politicians and leaders also use the statue as a symbol in speeches about democracy, liberty, and equality. Its design and message continue to inspire people all over the world. Tourism at the statue helps the economy too. Millions of visitors spend money on tickets, ferries, hotels, and souvenirs. This money helps maintain Liberty Island and the statue. The National Park Service uses funds to repair and protect the statue from weather and time. Preserving the statue is very important because it is old, large, and sensitive to damage. Careful maintenance ensures that people can visit it for many years. Special events are often held at the Statue of Liberty. Celebrations take place on important national days, like Independence Day, or during anniversaries of the statue. People gather to watch fireworks, listen to speeches, or enjoy cultural programs. These events help keep the history alive and connect modern visitors with the ideas of liberty and democracy. In conclusion, the Statue of Liberty today is more than a monument. It is a symbol of freedom, hope, and opportunity. It teaches history, culture, and values. It reminds people of the importance of liberty, democracy, and equality. Millions of visitors experience its meaning every year, and its presence inspires people around the world. The Statue of Liberty continues to be a bridge between the past and the present, showing how one monument can represent universal human ideals.